backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to our contest featuring the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and alongside the Northern Cass Jaguars here earlier today, 83-34. Northern Cass defeated Hillsboro-Central Valley in the girls' game. We'll find out what we have cooking coming up here in the boys' contest. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by our friends at Irie Insurance. For more information, go online to irieins.com. That again is irieins.com. Northern Cass 1-1 on the season, a loss to North Border, but a win on Tuesday here on yourliveevent.com with a 72-38 win over Tri-State. Well, for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, a pair of wins, a 6-point win at Kindred to open up the season, then a 66-19 win here on yourliveevent.com on Tuesday in Central Valley against the Thunder. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back after this. We'll dive more into our matchups, starting lineups, and more. That's all still to come here on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass, the Burros, head coached by Elliot Rotvold, receiving votes. They're just outside the top 10 at number 11 in the latest boys basketball poll, averaging 71 points per contest, while defensively giving up 45. On the other side here for Northern Cass, the Jakes, head coached by Bryce Laxdal, at 1-1 on this season, offensively scoring 59 points per contest, while defensively they're giving up 51 points per game. The Jakes had 5 players in double digits in their win over Tri-State last game up. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. Our starting lineups are coming up next, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company on yourliveevent.com.
Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Let's get ready for the starting lineups. For the starting lineups here with the American Crystal Sugar Company. American Crystal Sugar, live this sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. That's crystalsugar.com. Our starting lineups here brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros clad in their all blue uniforms with burros across the front with white numerals and lettering. They'll go like this for HCV. Head coach by Elliot Rotfold here for the Burros. They'll go like this. At a senior guard is Michael Longthorne at 6'1". Longthorne at 6'1". Also from there, Riley Olson. At least 5'4" senior guard Olson at 5'4". Peter Dryberg, the 6'3" senior guard and forward. Dryberg at 6'3". Lennon Olson, a 6'2" junior forward. Landon at 6'2". Jacob Brandt, then the 6'9" junior forward, round off the starting lineup. So you have Longthorne, Olson, Dryberg, Olson, and Brandt here for Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros with wins over Kindred and Hatton Northwood. Up next, Thursday night at Oak Grove, a week from tonight at 6 p.m. right here on YourLiveEvent.com. We go from there now to Northern Cass. The Jags at 1-1 on the season here for Northern Cass. 1-0 in Region 1, head coach by Bryce Laxdal here for the Jags. They'll go like this. Andrew Skank, a 5'10" junior forward. Skank at 5'10". Landon Mosier, a 5'11" junior guard as well. Trey Hussar, a 6'1" sophomore forward. Isaac Johnson, a 6'1" senior center. And Riley Johnson, a 6' senior forward. No relation. So Skank, Mosier, Hussar, Isaac Johnson, and Riley Johnson, Northern Cass at 1-1 on the season. That does it for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. When we come back after this, it's the opening tap. Our officials, Justin Farkas, Calvin Tubner, and Connor Dahl here for our officiating crew on this contest. Region 1, Region 2, that's next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here for this one. Again, that does it for our American Crystal starting lineups. Opening tap with Justin Farkas, our official, up in the air at 2:57 and won by the Burros. Here is Olson. Check out right-hand side Longthorne. Shots off the mark, no good, but Landon collects the offensive rebound. Now it's going to be to Riley Olson, who swings it right-hand side to Longthorne. Man defense looking to trap when they can is Northern Cass. Taking a dribble is Brandt. Kick out Olson with the basketball here at the top of the key. Right-hand side back to Longthorne. Deep triple on the way. That one's off the mark. No good after the shot by Dryberg. And a defensive board by Riley Johnson here for Northern Cass on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Right-hand side Trey Hussar will handle it. Little two-man game as the Burros will also match man-to-man defense. Johnson handoff. This one goes to Mosier. Back to the right-hand side of the baseline now with Skank wearing that white headband. Back to the left wing. Deep three from the parking lot and splash it home. Landon Mosier hit that one from Canada. It's 3-0 Jags. Left-hand side will be Peter Dryberg. Now to the left of the key to Landon Olson. Right-hand side of the baseline here as it goes to Riley. Olsen will handle the basketball between the circles to Brent. He wants an answer three off the back tab, and a high rebound coming down to Riley Johnson, his second. Northern Cass in the front court will handle a rock here to Huszar. Right-hand side now to Mosier. Mosier reverse it left wing to Riley Johnson. Riley will handle it left hand now to Skank. Skank with a shot fake, probing, looking. Johnson shooting off the mark, and the ball will go to Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros coming off a 17-7 season a year ago, second place in Region 2 in the regular season, playing for third in the tournament. On the opposite side for Northern Cass, the Jags 12 wins and 10 losses last year, losing to Oak Grove in the Region 1 quarterfinals by 6. Riley Olsen will jump in to a two-pointer here, and the 5'11 senior guard and VCSU football commit gives the Burros their opening 2 points here of this contest. The Burros trying to get to 3-0 on the season. Northern Cass with a win would get to 2-1. Oh, matchup defense here. Ball goes left-hand side to Riley Johnson. Looks to pop a pass. Leaves it Mosier. Deep three on the way off the backboard. No good. And look at the length at Jacob Brandt at 6'9", showing off that wingspan. Olsen open left pocket three. Rattle it in. It's Riley 5, Northern Cass 3 here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So a deep jumper here by Riley, then gets the triple. Left-hand side trying to get the answer three is Skank off the mark. Rebound, though, by Isaac Johnson underneath, and a fresh 35 here for the Jags on this 2-3 matchup zone defense by the Burros. Jags will look to drive and kick, cut when they can. Right short corner here in the hands of Isaac Johnson. Bounce pass across the paint. Going up and losing it, though, was Trey Huszar. The Burros in transition, open is Dryberg. Dryberg now is going to spin on the inside. Olsen will shoot the left of the key three off the mark, and the heat check shot is off the right-hand side as Johnson collects the rebound, his third. On the front court now, Mosier around the horn here, left wing to Mosier here will handle it. Little give and go action as that one's going to be in the hands, the right-hand side of Skank. Skank with the basketball back to the top of the key. Around the horn to Riley Johnson. Back up top now to Mosier. He'll take a ball screen, right wing, rising, shooting, and scoring. Mosier will handle his second three-pointer of the game, so it's Mosier 6 and Olsen 5 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Jags lead by 1. Northern Cass will continue in this man defense here as it goes back up top with Jacob Brandt. Good-looking crowd here, albeit with the road conditions out there on this Thursday afternoon. Open, Michael Longthorne, triple off the mark. Going for the rebound is Landon, and a foul here on the Burros. This will be the first whistle of the game for either team, and Coach Elliot Rotsfold wants a timeout. We'll break with him. That foul on Peter Dryberg. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads it by 1.
Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
First time out on the floor, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. For more information, visit ibanknorth.com. That again is ibanknorth.com here with the timeout. As the Jags will handle this one. Ball goes to the baseline here on the left pocket three. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound coming in underneath to Jacob Brandt. Now it's going to be the other side for the Burros here. As this one will go to Olsen, right-hand side. Now to Michael Longthorne. Back around the horn. Olsen open. They're daring him to shoot it, so he'll shoot the left wing three. Does, and he buries it. Riley with all 8 points, and right now the defensive prowess here for Northern Cass is to try to, hey, we're going to pack the paint, force the guards of the Burros to hit shots, and if you're not, they'll take it. But if you are, what does Bryce Laxdal do defensively? Northern Cass now with a substitution as Hudson Reichel will check in, the 5'8" 8th grader. Ball goes around the horn now to Skank. Skank on the baseline here. takes a ball screen back up top as the Burros just switching on this defense. Ball left wing now for Northern Cass, going hard, hanging, shooting shots, going to be off the mark by Hussar, and the ball gets rebounded now to Landon Olson. Other end of the floor, here it goes. This will be on the left-hand side. Jumper on the way. This one's going to be off the mark, and a rebound coming down to Northern Cass to Landon Mosier. Mosier will handle it now to the right wing, taking a ball screen. That'll be a three-pointer. That's going to be off the mark here by Mosier, and a collision. And who is it going to be off of? And it's going to be Hillsboro-Central Valley basketball. As the Burros will make a couple of substitutions here as they handle it. Now with Northern Cass as well, with Miles Freilich will check in. Now it's going to go the other side here for HCV. As the Burros will handle it right-hand side. As this goes to the baseline here. Inside, little teardrop runner for Carter Lemke, the 6'5 junior, gets his first 2 points here of the afternoon off the bench for Elliott Rotsvold. Miles in the front court now to Andrew Skank. Skank will handle the basketball there, right-hand side to Reichel. Reichel with the basketball back to Miles, thought about a three. Freilich around the horn, left-hand side to Mosier. Landon so far with 2 triples in the game here for Northern Cass. As the ball goes around the horn to the baseline here to Andrew Skank. Skank on the baseline, lost it for a moment. Reichel will handle it. Shot clock down to 5. Northern Cass has to try to get a shot off. Reichel has to create some distance. Shot's going to be short, and that's going to be a shot clock violation here on Northern Cass. In the front court, here goes Olsen right-hand side as the Jags go a little zone defense as well now at the 2-3. Olsen right wing, that goes to Dryberg. Ball gets skipped left-hand side. Mitzel now to the baseline. Taking one there is Brent. Hang, shoot, no. Backside rebound's gonna rattle out, no good by Dryberg. And Northern Cass will clear the window here with Munson. Other side to the right baseline here. To Keelan. Again, Munson there with the basketball. Ball in the front court with Reichel now. The Burros well defensively. They only give up 45 so far through 2 games. Right-handed layup and the end one here for Northern Cass. So foul on Mitzel, his first, team second. The end one opportunity here for Mosier, who's got all 8 points for the Jags. As checking into the game will be Trey Hussar here, the 6'1 sophomore forward. Checking out will be Andrew Skank. Free throw opportunity here for Mosier. Landon at the line to shoot the and one opportunity. Can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, though, by Munson. And then we're going to have a reach and foul on the Burros. HCV with Carter Lemke will pick up his first and the team's third here with just over a minute left to play on yourliveevent.com in the opening quarter. Checking out will be Peter Dryberg. Coming in will be Michael Longthorne here. Ball to the baseline. This one partially blocked. Ball gets tipped, and here goes Longthorne. Longthorne, there's a reach and foul. Hudson Reichel will pick up the foul, his first, team's first. Maybe not the worst idea there in terms of the Burros getting out and running with the basketball, as Isaac Johnson will inbound the basketball here as he does. Gives it into the hands of Olsen. Back to the right-hand side now, as this one's going to go to Longthorne on the interior. Carter Lemke lost it on his way up. Turnover on the Burros as the Jags will bring in the front court. Trey Hussar here looking to spin. Trying to get the steal was Mitzel. It's still loose, and Mitzel finally comes up with it. And then we'll have a carrying violation here on Dillon. Well, helter-skelter there for the last 15, 20 seconds. With 42 ticks left to play here in quarter number 1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Miles Freilich will handle in the front court here. The 5'6 freshman. Left-hand side now to Hussar. Back to Freilich. Coming through that elevator screen is Reichel. Reichel takes a dribble to the left elbow. Good shot, just unable to get it down. And Lemke will collect the defensive rebound. In the front court, right-hand side, Longhorn. Ball gets skipped. Mitzel, left pocket, 3, and it rattles in. Dylan Mitchell with the triple. The third made three for the Burros as a unit as they lead it by 5. Northern Cass in the front court here will contend against this man defense for the Burros, seeing the 2-3 and the man, as Freilich right now getting hounded by Olsen. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, got to get a shot off, unable to do so, and that's going to be a turnover the other way, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's the Burros up by 5.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro-Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. Go Burros! New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Between Northern Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley here, the Burros after tonight will play at Fargo Oak Grove on Thursday, then at Ada Borup West on January the 6th for the Burros. Well, for Northern Cass after tonight, they will enjoy a little time off before 2023. January 3rd, they're back in action against Grafton, and at Langdon area on January the 7th, as we have to get ready for this second quarter. Got to put 8 minutes up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, and we'll get the basketball back in here between Northern Cass and those white uniforms with that black letters and numerals outlined in that gold. Well, for the Burros out in that blue uniforms with white numerals and lettering here. Northern Cass with Freilich will go to the 10 off the window. Can't get that one to go. And HCV will get the rebound here with Landon Olsen. Other end of the floor. Nice move inside for Carter Limke in transition. He's got 4. And the Burros are stretching this one out right now, up by 7. Jags all 8 points in the opening quarter by Landon Mosher with a pair of triples. Reichel double teamed here on the baseline trying to get out of it. And there is a foul here with the body. Dryberg will pick up his second, team's 4th. Elliot Rotfull talking with the official saying here, there might have been a little bit of a hook there. So we'll have a substitution as Skank will check in now for Northern Cass. And Dryberg will have to be smart with those 2 personal fouls. But for HCV, seen the 2-3 zone, seen the man, and now the half-court trap. Reichel, 3, bucket! Hudson Reichel with the triple. Northern Cass back within single digits now at 4. Ball gets skipped left-hand side to Limke. 4 out, 1 in. The 1 in right now is Olsen, and Landing gets fouled for the end one. Munson will pick up the foul. Keelan tried to front, couldn't get there quick enough. And Munson will pick up his second. That'll be the team's second, his first. And one opportunity again for Landon Olsen. Olsen becomes the 4th different Burrow right now in the scoring column as Isaac Johnson will check into the game as Munson will check out. Free throw opportunity here for the Burros is off the mark. Ball comes out of play to Northern Cass. 7:08 left to play here in this first half. The Burros in that first quarter play led by 8 by Riley Olsen. And there is a foul, and this is on Dryberg again. That's going to be his 3rd. And it is. It'll be his 3rd personal, team's 5th, so mark that down with 7:06 left to play in the second quarter. Picks up that 3rd foul at 17-11 if Northern Cass can make some hay right now. With it's going to be Landon Mosher to the baseline. Left wing 3 on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, coming here for Skank and Northern Cass. Hussar around the horn to Mosher. Mosher, right wing, takes a couple of dribbles. Reichel thought about a 3. He'll look to drive and kick. 4 out, 1 in offense here by Northern Cass. The 1 in is Isaac Johnson. Shot clock at 20. Ball gets reversed around the horn, left wing on the interior, and there's a foul here on the Burros. Foul here will be on Landon Olson, his first and the team's 6th. Scrappy game so far in the opening 10 minutes between Northern Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley here in a non-region contest in Class B boys basketball. Ball gets hit, three-pointer off the mark and deflected out of play. The last touch off of Burrow. First quarter, 13 points by the Burros, 8 points by the Jags, all by Landon Mosier. Inbounding the basketball here will be Hussar. Hussar looking for Mosier, nothing there. Now to Reichel at the left wing. Back to Hussar now on the baseline as Johnson is asking for it on the inside. And Bryce Laxdell's beside himself going, hey, the man's asking for it. He's working. Give it to the big man. Bounce pass goes across the paint, but a turnover here on Landon Mosier, his 5th. On the 4-in, 1-out. Got to see if they'll come down and help on the double team or just keep it where it is. And right now the Burros will bring the ball in the front court with Riley Olson. Right-hand side now to Longthorn. Ball gets skipped left-hand side. Ripped through here with Dylan Mitzel. Back to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way for the Burros is off by Carter Limke. Long rebound by Trey Hussar trying to beat everybody down the floor. Skank. Longthorn will get called for the foul. His first, team 7th, as Skank will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The Jags so far 0 of 1 from the free throw line as a unit. Free throw attempts on the way. Northern Cass averaging through 2 games 59, while defensively giving up 51. Free throw attempt is good by Skank. Second free throw attempt upcoming as Jacob Brandt returns to the floor. Coming on for Northern Cass will be Jacob Ryder, the 5'9 junior. Second toss to try to trim it down to 4 for Skank, and he's got it. Skank with a pair of free throws here, and the Jags are back within 4, still a 2-possession ball game. Brandt sets the ball screen here, dribble pullback 3 on the way by Mitzel off the mark, and a rebound coming here to Landon Mosier, his 3rd. Mosier in the front court now, right-hand side of the baseline as this one goes to the right wing, little 2-man game with Johnson. Crossing over is Trey. Hussar gives it to Johnson. Double team comes back to Hussar. Now looking for the drive and cut action, left wing. Around the horn here for Northern Cass baseline. That's in the hands of Mosier. Mosier's going to attack the 10. Shot is going to be off the mark, underneath the rim, and a rebound to Brandt, his 3rd. Other end of the floor, here goes Mitzel. Finds Brandt on the trail at the left wing for the Burros. Dylan Mitzel takes a ball screen, driving kick action along Thorne. Looking on the interior, the Jakes trying to pack the paint. Right wing 3, Mitzel tickles a twine. Make that Longthorn, with the 3. His first on the back and forth. So Longthorn gets his first 3. That's the 4th as a team here for the Burros. Northern Cass will handle it other side. That goes to Ryder. Ball around the horn here to Hussar. Interior to Johnson. Shot gets blocked, but got a little bit of the wrist there with Dylan Mitzel. Mitzel with his 2nd, team's 8th, and 2 shots upcoming here for Isaac Johnson. Johnson will go to the free throw line where the Jags are 2 of 3 here in this Thursday afternoon. Free throw attempt on the way here for Mitzel. Got it to go. Isaac Johnson, Mitzel with the foul. The 6'1 senior center, Isaac Johnson, been battling hard on the interior so far on that 4-1, and he's been the one on the inside. He got rewarded there with a couple of free throws as Isaac is able to go 2 for 2 from the line. But right now, that kind of teeter-totter point of where we're at, that 4-6-5 point mark has kind of been the difference right now in the last 4 to 5 minutes. Longthorn, driving kick action. Here's Mitzel, left wing 3, and he rattles it in. Dylan Mitzel with his 2nd made 3 of the contest, and the Burros with their largest lead right now at 8 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Right wing to Mosier. Mosier 2-man game for Johnson, 7-footer. Can't get that one to go, in a rebound to Jacob Brandt. Good-looking action, just unable to finish. Open left wing 3 on the way. Longthorn, back tab off the rebound, no good, as Mosier will collect the rebound. This one tapped out of play. Look out in the front row. And that'll be Northern Cass basketball. Riley Johnson comes back to the floor here for Northern Cass. Checking out will be Mitzel for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as Riley Olson will check in. Also Hudson Reichel back into the game now for the Jags. Coming up at the half, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. We'll recap the girls' game, take a look at the first half numbers and more. That's all still to come on our halftime report. Coming through the elevator screen, Reichel, three-pointer off the mark. Ball gets tapped there by Limke and right to a teammate, to Jacob Brandt. Other end of the floor, Limke, left wing, spot up, deep two on the way. Can't get that one to go, and Andrew Skank will get the defensive rebound. Skank in the front court here. Andrew uses up that dribble, finds a teammate to Mosier. Mosier with a little step through, back to Skank. Right pocket three on the way, short. And a rebound here for the Burros in Landon Olson. Olson with the basketball to Olson. Left-hand side to Longthorn. Longthorn zips it past on the interior to Brent with a baby hook, and not a lot of people are going to stop that at 6'9" for Jacob Brandt. 25-15 Burros here with just over 3 minutes play in our opening half. Jaguars getting to the 10. Driving kick action. Reichel, top of the key. Shoot it. Off the mark. No. Rebound coming to Mosier. Put back on the way. Got it to go. Landon Mosier now in double digits here with 10 for Northern Cass. An 8-point contest as the Burros with Riley bringing the front court. Brandt, here comes the double team. Brandt with the basketball. Olsen around the horn now. Gets it right back here with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Brandt on the baseline, hangs, shoots, and got it to go. Jacob Brandt now with 4 points as he spins on the baseline from 10 and able to get that one. 10-point contest here as the Jags will handle it. Mosier, and there's an illegal ball screen on the way here for Isaac Johnson. Johnson picks up his first, team's third, and Bryce Laxdal didn't like the illegal charge. He wanted a hand check or a reach in the backcourt before the charge came. And that's what he's talking with our officiating crew here in this one. Justin Farkas, Calvin Tubner, and Connor Dahl here, our three-man crew. And Isaac Johnson might have picked up a stinger as he will check out of the contest, as Munson will check in as well. This one gets script across. Riley, three-pointer on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Reichel collects the defensive board here as Hudson able to get that one. Hudson with the main three-pointer as well. In the front court now for Northern Cass. Trying to keep it within single digits before he gets to the half. Ball goes to the left-hand side. Back up top now to Skank. Skank works it around the horn. That goes to Mosier. Mosier driving kick to Reichel. Back to Mosier. Right pocket three. Shot's going to be off the mark, and a rebound to Hillsboro-Central Valley and Lennon Olson. Other end of the floor. Right-handed scoop shot. Layup for two for Micah Longthorn as he goes right down Main Street here for the 2 points. Other end of the floor here for the Jags. Ball goes to the baseline. This will be with Skank. Skank takes a ball screen, trying to force it on the inside, and coming up with a steal there is going to be Olsen. Other end of the floor goes Longthorn, and here's a foul. Riley Johnson will pick up his first, team's fourth, and will get 2 shots upcoming for the Burros with Micah Longthorn. 5 points in the quarter for the 6'1" senior guard. Free throw attempts on the way here for Hillsboro-Central Valley, as the Burros led by 5 after 1 quarter of play, and they've added to that here in the second. Free throw attempt is off the mark. Youthful team here for Northern Cass. Last year they just had a wholesale of seniors. It just felt like everybody on the roster was seniors last year. Second free throw attempt off the mark. No. Rebound, put back, good for 2. Lennon Olson will collect it. He's got 4 points now, 7 rebounds. Northern Cass in the front court, left-hand side for Skank. Skank, little shovel handoff, and then Johnson before the drive. This one will be on the floor here. Now follow-up coming on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Riley Olsen will pick up the foul. That'll be Riley's first, team's 9th, and a one-on-one opportunity here for Riley Johnson. But the starting lineup this year, 2 seniors, Riley and Isaac Johnson. A sophomore with Hussar, and then a pair of juniors. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Riley, as this one will come across. And it's good as well. So Riley Johnson goes 2 of 2 from the line. The Jags are 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and they're back within 12. The Burros at the left-hand side. Olsen with the basketball. Ball goes to baseline. Limke rises, shoots. 3-pointers going to be off the mark, and a rebound coming down to Skank. Skank in the front court now for the Jags. Right wing guarded there by Micah Longthorn. as they reverse it, and there's a body foul here on Riley. Olsen will pick up his second, team's 10th, and it's a opportunity here for Skank to go back to the free throw line, and he gets 2 shots at it as well. 10 fouls so far for the Burros. Free throw attempts on the way. Got the first. Second one upcoming here as the Burros will make a substitution. As coming in will be Brody Rognes, the 5'9" freshman guard. The Burros here are going to be in a good region in Region 2. Thompson, Grafton, HCV, 3 of the top 11 in the latest poll. Burros trying to get back to state here. The first time since 2020 during COVID season. 18 state tournament appearances with Central Valley, Hillsboro, and now Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burrows up by 10, left-hand side, weaving action here. Nice pass on the interior. Shot fake going up and almost getting the end one was Landon Olsen. Nice pass there by the freshman in Rognes. The foul comes across here. And this will be a Northern Cass here with Killen Munson. That'll be Munson's second and the team's 5th, as Isaac Johnson right now is getting wrapped up with some ice. Looks like his day is done after receiving a stinger, and he just hoped that it wasn't anything worse, but where it kind of is, from a speculating standpoint, where they're wrapping him up, kind of where that AC joint is a little bit. Shot is going to be off the mark on the second. And now for Northern Cass, they'll bring it in the front court here. And a chance to take the final shot and a bucket to get back within single digits. Bounce pass, Reichel, right pocket here. Clock down to 8, now in the hands of Mosher. Back to Reichel, Reichel to Mosher here, right wing. Got to get a shot off, does before the buzzer, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. After one half of play, the Burros up by 11 on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on yourliveevent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on yourliveevent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
At the half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, a 11-point lead here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. This halftime show brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Call Johnny Jorgensen or go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. They're dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. Go to hunterinsuranceagency.com. First half numbers for the Burros so far: 6 players in the scoring column, 1 of 4 from the free throw line as a team with 5 threes and 2 turnovers. For Northern Cass so far, they have 5 players in the scoring column, 8 of 9 from the line with 3 threes and 7 turnovers. Individual numbers, the Burros led by Riley Olson with 8 points and 2 triples, 6 points then by Dylan Mitzel. You have 5 points apiece by Landon Olson and Micah Longthorne with 5. He's 0 for 2 from the line, but with a triple. Carter Lemke with 4 and Jacob Brandt with 4 points and 4 rebounds here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. For Northern Cass, Landon Mosier with 10 points. You have 4 points by Andrew Skank, 3 on the way by Hudson Reichel, and 2 points apiece by Isaac Johnson and Riley Johnson here for Northern Cass. Again, the Jags led by Landon Mosier with 10 points. On our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll recap what happened in the girls' game between the Burros and the Jags. That's next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsboro Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsboro Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsboro Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsboro Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsboro Drug.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Buick and Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazers, Traverse, and Enclave, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet and Buick dealer, providing sales and a service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch, Smurf, or Jay. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada, 218-784-2000.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They do have everything you need to get your home and yard ready for the winter ahead. If you're preparing for your remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware, pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop in and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Olson Hardware can repair your major appliances, refrigerators, freezers, stoves, ovens, washers, dryers, and more. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware, Hillsboro.
At the half, 11-point lead here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Earlier today in the girls' contest, a balanced effort for D.C. Lucas's 8th-ranked Jaguars, 83-34 over Hillsboro-Central Valley. Northern Cass had 6 players finish in double digits. Hallie Crockett paced the Jags with 24 points as Northern Cass went to 5-0 now on this season. HCV led by Megan Ensign with 12 points. The Burros a couple of threes. HCV dropped to 1-4 overall now in the year. On the girls contest, the Burros are back in action on Tuesday against Central Cass in Hillsboro on your live event in girls basketball. While for Northern Cass, they will host Thompson a week from today. That should be a good one against top 10 ranked opponents between the Tommies and the Jaguars a week from today here on your live event. Again, at the half in this boys contest, Hillsboro-Central Valley 32-21 with the lead over Northern Cass. For upcoming games and upcoming action, go to yourliveevent.com. Some games that have been postponed earlier today. The wrestling contest with Lisbon and Central Cass, that has been postponed to January 26th, and Climax Fishers basketball doubleheader has also been postponed as well. But for up-to-date action, go to yourliveevent.com. That does it for our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show. We come back, get to the second half between the Burros and the Jags on yourliveevent.com.
Do you need new furniture? You know, real furniture that's comfortable and built to last. Something stylish that you can enjoy watching the games on, entertain friends on, or just relax with the family? Then there's only one place and one person you need to visit. Lee Olfson Furniture Mart in West Fargo. From beds to couches and everything in between, they have the best selection at the best prices and always no interest financing available. Visit with Lee Olfson, Platinum Sales Specialist at Furniture Mart, and don't forget to ask for Lee and get the special Your Live event pricing. Call or text 200-8019 or stop in. Make sure you ask for Lee.
It's the 35th year of the Hillsboro Business Association Christmas Cash Campaign. Stop at Dakota Heritage Bank or Goose River Bank and sign up for the HBA's interest-free Christmas cash loans of $500 to $1,000 in Christmas cash available to qualified borrowers. Take 10 months to repay the loan with no finance charge or application fee. All participants will be given additional 10% of each loan amount in free Christmas cash, compliments of the Hillsboro EDC. Sign up for your interest-free Hillsboro Christmas Cash loan today and then visit the businesses participating in the HBA Christmas Cash promotion.
Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you. As you're working on interior projects, Hillsboro Lumber can help. Hillsboro Lumber has trim, doors, flooring, and all the necessary tools and products to complete your projects. If you're also thinking about larger projects for next spring and summer, let Hillsboro Lumber know of your ideas and they'll help with planning and estimates. Hillsboro Lumber, 701-636-4301. Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Easton Baszler with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here for Region 1, Region 2 boys basketball in Northern Cass. And right now the Burros would like to earn the split here in this doubleheader with girls and boys basketball up by 11. Brandt on the interior. This will be to Landon Olson, and that'll be a turnover here to start this second half here for the Burros. As for the Northern Cass Jaguars, Landon Mosier is on the floor. Left-hand side to Skank, looking for Reichel to start this second half of play. Reichel's going to hang, shoot. His shot gets blocked by Peter Dryberg by the hand of a Northern Cass Jaguar. 3-point on the way by Riley Johnson's off, and a board to Micah Longthorne. Riley Olson the other way. Bounce pass on the inside. Good defense on the front by Andrew Skank to handle the defense and get it set here for Northern Cass. Burrows 13 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second. Jags with 8 points in the opening 8 minutes and then 13 in the second. That one was too easy for Lennon Olson, able to finish with the right-handed layup from the right block. Other end of the floor, right-hand side, Reichel. Reichel takes a ball screen here between the circles, leaves it now to Riley Johnson. Johnson takes a dribble, little shot fake, left-hand side out to Landon Mosier. Back up top to Reichel, looking on the interior to Johnson. Johnson fumbled with it once or twice, got it back, Landon Mosier, left pocket three, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Landon now with 13 points in his third made triple here of the contest for the Jags. Other end goes Brandt, double team. Brandt able to get out of it. Shot is up, and that's going to be short here in the rebound to Riley Johnson. Northern Cass trying to get back within single digits here with a bucket. Ball goes to the baseline to Skank. Now to Reichel on this man defense by the Burros and head coach Elliot Rotzvold. Mosier going to drive, hang, shoot. His shot's going to be off the rim. And a rebound coming down to HCV. Other end of the floor here to Dryberg for two. Dryberg with his first field goal here of the contest, and the Burros are up by 12. HCV now will go a little half-court trap here. Dryberg had it for a moment, lost it now to Hussar. Trey will handle the basketball. The other end, three-pointer here is going to rattle out no good by Mosier, and Brent will pick up the defensive rebound. Olsen, Riley going backdoor for Dryberg. Power dribble. That's going to come up short, but stays with it. Gets it for 2. Dryberg now with back-to-back field goals here for the Burros as it's a little 4-0 run here for HCV. Front court, Reichel, right-hand side. Reichel takes a ball screen, crossing over left to right, looking on the interior. Gets it back now to Riley Johnson. Johnson, Reichel, right wing 3 from the hip. That's going to be off the mark, and Riley will see this one go out of play, and the ball will be awarded to Hillsboro-Central Valley. Jacob Ryder, a 5'9 junior, will come in. Also coming in now for Northern Cass, Munson, the 6'1 sophomore forward. Keelan will check in now for the Jags. 5:33 left to play in the third quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's been back and forth, but the Burros have maintained anywhere from a 4 to double-digit lead here for the majority of the first half and now early parts of this second half. Dryberg spins, hangs, shot is off the mark, but Dryberg stays with it but was out of bounds on the end line. Dryberg looked like a man on a mission on that one. Can't fault the hustle. Able to almost get the ball in a second possession for the Burros. In the front court, here goes Landon Mosier. Takes a ball screen going jarred on the inside. There's a foul here. And this one will be on Landon Olsen. Landon will pick up his first of the half, his second of the game, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Landon. Landon 0 for 1 from the free throw line here today. Now make him 1 of 2. Second free throw attempt here for Northern Cass. Right-handed toss is good. The Jags are 10 of 11 now from the charity stripe, so they have taken full advantage from 15 feet. Curl hop, Brandt, hang, shoot. That one was halfway down, rattled out, and a rebound here to Munson. And just like a broken record, to get it back to 10 or 9 now for the Jags with the main field goal. This one goes to Skank, left-hand side, opens, going to be Ryder. He'll shoot it and he'll bury it. Jacob Ryder with the triple, and the Jags are back within single digits. A 3-possession game right now. Dryberg, cross-court skip to Longthorne. Longthorne will handle it here. Leaves it now to Riley Olsen. Right pocket 3. He's open. He'll shoot it. That one rattles out. Dryberg banging with it on the inside. Goes to Longthorne. The teardrop got it, but disregard the shot. Longthorne left his body up, and that's an offensive charge here for Longthorne. His second and the team's second. Really good shot by Micah. Just a better job packing the paint here for Northern Cass, and there's a reach and foul by Longthorne. That'll be his third and the team's third. All of a sudden now the Burros see a little bit of this momentum by Northern Cass coming their way, and a bucket here for the Jags, particularly a 3 or an and 1 variety, would make it a 2-possession game. Northern Cass here with Landon Mosier, takes a ball screen, right-hand side. Now it goes to Hussar, deep 3, got it to go! Trey Hussar with the triple, and the Jags are back within 6. Elliot Rothfull with some words of encouragement calls out the offense here. Dryberg, right-hand side, back up top for the Burros. They reverse it. Riley Olsen open at the left wing. Working with the offense here. Brandt thought about a deep 3. Back to Olsen. He'll shoot it. Left pocket 3 on the way. Off the mark. Rebound underneath. Toss of 4 and 1 by Ryder. The Jags will handle the basketball now as they do in the front court. Hussar, left pocket, Skank, the 3, off the mark, and a rebound to Dryberg here for the Burros, and the Burros are looking for a bucket now inside. This one goes in the hands of Landon Olsen. Back up top to Dryberg, around the horn, Brandt double team, and this is going to be a foul here underneath. Stealing the basketball was Landon Mosier, but there might have been an arm bar before that. And they're going to say they got enough of the wrist there on Landon Mosier to pick up his first and the team's first. Dylan Mitzel will check into the game. Also with him will be Carter Lemke now for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros and the Jags on YourLiveEvent.com as we get you ready for the holiday season here in the upper Midwest. Ball in the front court here for the Burros after it. Left-hand side, this will be with Mitzel. Mitzel driving kick action, 10-footer on the way for the Burros, and they needed that one. Landon Olsen, he's got 9, his second field goal of the half, and the Burros are back up by 8. Right wing now to Jacob Ryder. Back up top, Hussar fakes the three. Left wing now to Mosier. Pick and roll action to Skank. Skank back to Mosier. Left pocket, three on the way. That's going to be off the iron. Rebound tapped down and won by Brandt. Brandt wants to run. It's a 3-on-4. Burrows with it. Other end of the floor. Left block for two. Here for Landon Olsen in double digits with 11. What was down to 6 now is up to 10. Right wing for Jacob Ryder. Ryder lost the basketball, still frees underneath, and we might have had a 2-point takedown. Bodies flying here between Brandt and Ryder. That's going to be out of play and stays with Northern Cass as they got a wrestling program now here for the Jags. Very youthful, but got to start somewhere here as the Jags will inbound the basketball with Landon Mosier. Ball goes to the right-hand side now to Skank. Skank at the right wing will handle the basketball. Looking for a teammate, finds one there in Mosier. Back to Skank here around the horn on this man defense. Hussar thought about a three. Got one earlier in the quarter. Now to Reichel. Reichel with the shot clock at single digits. Hussar is going to pull it top of the key three. Off the iron rebound though from Reichel. 15-footer rattles in. The 8th grader just hanging in the weeds here for Hudson. And the game is back within 8. Riley Olsen bounce pass Brandt, double team, spins out of it, 15-footer, and at 6'9", you're not going to stop that. Jacob Brandt now is 6. Really quick movement there by Brandt, waited to see where the double team was going to come out of it, able to take a dribble to alleviate some pressure and finish for 2. Other end of the floor here for Northern Cass, skidding to the rim was Landon Mosier, can't get that one to go, gets the ball back, Hussar now, Reichel, can he hit another one? That one's halfway down off of Brandt, and will stay with Northern Cass. And you can feel this game picking up with some intensity here in Hunter. With every shot that goes through the Jags, they get one step closer to hanging around here with the Burros. HCV up by 10 right now, but they've been battling with it with Northern Cass here in this third quarter. Open is Mosier. Mosier left wing, Reichel open, left pocket here. Looking on the interior, nothing there with 25 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by the Burros, especially with Reichel coming through that screen on the baseline. Now it goes right-hand side to Johnson, and now it's to Landon Mosier. Mosier with the basketball, right-hand side. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass on the interior. Hang shoot shot is off the mark. Ball gets tapped out and one to Dryberg. It's a 3-on-1 the other way. Riley Olsen bounce pass across the paint. Brandt for 2. Brandt now has 8. And it's a 12-point contest here for the Burros. They were up by 11 at the half. The Jags trimmed it to 6, and now it's going the other way. Reichel with the basketball. Good movement. Hussar, they need it. 3 on the way off the mark, and the ball will go to Hillsboro-Central Valley. So the Burros have withstood the run by Northern Cass, and now they're trying to end this quarter on a run of their own here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. About a 10-second shot clock to game clock differential here in the third quarter. Burrows back up top here as this one goes around the horn. Olsen interior to Brandt. Double team power dribble goes through the paint for the end one. Jacob Brandt in double digits with 10. Use that dribble if you're 6'9". You're going to bounce it in the land of piranhas. But if you can somehow take a quick dribble, break through it, as he did there, the foul comes on Keelan. That'll be his third and the team's second here, as Brandt for the end one got it to go. 7 points in the quarter for Jacob Brandt, but again, use that dribble quickly as Jacob did, and you can cover some real estate, as Brandt was able to do so there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Other end of the floor for Northern Cass now is going to be an opportunity to take the last shot here for Northern Cass. Trey Hussar will handle the basketball. A little 1-4 set here with 10 seconds in this third quarter. Hussar going to spin left-hand side. Mosier to Reichel, left pocket. 3 on the way. Reichel got it to go. Hudson Reichel, he's got 8, and that's how we'll end this third quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Burros are up by 12.
Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Whether it's dropping temps, freezing rain, or blowing snow, the city of Hillsboro is prepared, and they ask you to do your part too. Keep a flashlight and fresh batteries on hand, non-perishable food, and plenty of water. Plus, have your neighbors' phone numbers handy to check in on them when weather takes a turn. And when it does, the city of Hillsboro is a neighbor you can count on too. Together, we power on.
Good early season game here in Class B boys basketball. The third contest, both for Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. The Jags at 1-1 on the season, while HCV, the Burros, at 2-0. Hillsboro-Central Valley back in action a week from tonight in downtown Fargo against Fargo Oak Grove at 6 p.m. here on YourLiveEvent.com. Northern Cass, they will host Grafton in 2023 on January the 3rd, also right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Still to come, we'll get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, put a bow on this one, and recap what happened in the girls' game. That and more coming up on our post-game show. Who's going to find a way, though, to earn the win? The Jags cut it down to 6, then the Burros got it back to double digits at 15 before that 3 by Reichel to stop the bleeding for Northern Cass. Jags with the basketball. Huzar left of the key, looking for the up and over pass. There's the up and over pass, and there's the end one! Munson with the end one. The 8th different Jag in the scoring column here, and the Jags are back within an opportunity to get within single digits. Lemke, hair late on the help, his second, team's 4th. The end one opportunity going to be off the mark. Rebound tap, though, right to a teammate here in Trey Huzar. Huzar rips it through, gives it now to Mosier to Reichel. Reichel, spot up, shoot it. That one was off the mark, no good. And a rebound to Carter Lemke. Burrows work with it the other end of the floor here for HCV. They've had the answer open. Lemke 3 off the iron, and Reichel collects the miss. Other end of the floor now for the Jags, a bucket to bring it back within single digits on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass across the paint. This one to Huzar. Huzar hangs, shoots off the window, no. Rebound underneath, put back. Can't get it to go before the shot, though, with Munson collecting the offensive rebound. Lemke with his 3rd and the team's 5th as Jacob Brandt returns. Longthorn with 3, Lemke with 3, and Peter Dryberg with 3 fouls right now for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros here in this contest. As HCV will handle it the other end of the floor. On the defensive side here as they continue to press this man defense. Reichel, 15-footer, good move, and Reichel, the 8th grader, in double digits with 10. He's a good shooter, and talking with Bryce Laxdal, he said if Hudson's open, he's got the green light, and we can see why. Double team here. Ball goes left-hand side now to Dylan Mitzel. Olsen right wing Dryberg. Now to Brandt. Double team comes. There's nearly 3 guys around Brandt. Olsen open. Top of the key, his own zip code. Shot is off the mark, and the Jags will collect the rebound here, and a foul on HCV. This will be with Landon Olsen. Landon's 3rd, and that'll be the team 6th. So from here on out, Northern Cass will be in the bonus with 6:25 left to play here in the 4th quarter. The Jags with all 5 timeouts remaining. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they got 4 remaining as Northern Cass brings in the front court here to Mosier. Bounce pass right-hand side to Riley Johnson. Backdoor shot fake, and there's a foul on Riley Olsen. His 3rd, team 7. 2 shots going to the line on that flex cut will be Munson. So now you got Longthorn, Riley Olsen, Carter Lemke, Dryberg, and Landon Olsen all with 3 here for HCV. Munson free throw got it to go. 11 of 13 from the free throw line for the Jags. Micah Longthorn returns here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burrows with a 17-point quarter, a 16-point quarter in the 3rd for Northern Cass. Free throw attempt number 2, got the bank to go. Oh, that was an early stocking stuffer there for Munson. But it's a 6-point contest. The Jags got it down to 6 in the 3rd. Then the Burros ballooned it up to 15. Here's the other end of the floor. Shot is off the mark. No, Dryberg, though, pinned. And he finishes for 2. Dryberg, 6 points and a turnover here on Northern Cass in the backcourt. Peter Dryberg with a much-needed spin move, and as he spun, he was expecting some contact to our body. Nothing was there. And as we mentioned before, got it down to 6 in the third, and then the Burros, they went on their run to get it up to 15, and there's a steal here that'll be a turnover off the deflection. So Munson off of Brandt and a turnover on the Burros. That's their 6th. Northern Cass, a scrappy team going up against another scrappy team against Hillsboro-Central Valley. Ball to the baseline here. Coming through that screen's going to be Reichel. Reichel takes a couple dribbles as they handle it. 3 open. That's Mosier. Shot's going to be off the mark. Was it deflected or tipped? Coach Bryce Laxdal is asking for a tip, and there's nothing going to be granted there. And the ball's going to Hillsboro-Central Valley. Up by 8, and the Burros will bring in the front court here. Left-hand side to Longthorn. Man defense continues by the Jags. They'll pack it in on the big guys. Brandt asking for a ball screen. Takes one with Dryberg. Ball goes right-hand side down the hands of Mitzel. Mitzel coming off the flex cut there is Landon Olsen, who spins, and there's the end one. And the Burros on a mini 4-0 run. Landon Olsen with 13 points. The foul coming across here with Riley Johnson, his 2nd and the team's 3rd. With 5:11 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Substitution checking in will be Andrew Skank here for Northern Cass. And an opportunity for the Burros with Olsen. That one's off the mark. Dryberg tries to get it. Rebound tapped out and one here for the Burros. No look pass to Brandt for the two-hand. Rim rockin' slam. Brandt with 15 points and give the hockey assist effort to Landon Olsen for the Burros. And a timeout on the floor will break with them. 4:55 left to play in the 4th quarter. Burros up by 12.
With Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 55, Northern Cass 43 here as we get ready for this final 5 minutes in this one. First time out by Northern Cass, brought to you in part by Bank North as they look on the interior. Forced pass there as Brandt was fronting on the inside of Munson. And a turnover here on the Jags' other end of the floor. There's the end one again, this time for Landon Olsen, and a foul coming on Northern Cass. This will be Landon Mosier, his 2nd, team's 4th. Substitution here as Samuel will check into the game. Landon Olsen right now with 15 points in the contest. He's been an animal here in this second half with 5 made field goals. As he'll go to the free throw line to try to get to 16, and that shot's off the mark. Ball gets tapped around out of bounds into Hillsboro-Central Valley. But again, the Brandt slam by the Landon Olsen save on the near sideline. That is right now our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. This one coming across. Olsen, left block, can't get it to go, and Dryberg will collect his 4th foul going the other way. Peter Dryberg with his 4th, team's 8th, and will walk down the other end. And these are large free throws here for Northern Cass. How do you trim a deficit? Well, try to get back within the game at the free throw line when the clock is stopped. And, well, Johnny on the spot, Nelson comes in, and he'll go to the line fresh off the bench. Free throw for Nelson, got it. 3 of 4 in the quarter here for the Jags. 13 now of 15 from the line, and Northern Cass has made the most out of their opportunities. As my old traveling basketball coach used to say a decade ago, they're free, you might as well make them. And that's what they did. Nelson 2 for 2 from the line. Hillsboro-Central Valley now in the front court. Right-hand side to Longthorn. Ball, dangerous ball that gets intercepted here by Huszar. Huszar goes to 10. There's the foul. And that's a hard foul here for Dylan Mitzel. His third and the team's ninth. And he's going to make Trey Huszar earn it at the free throw line. The 6'1 sophomore forward will go the stripe here. Dangerous pass, cross court across the way, and Huszar was able to get his mitt on it. Try to finish coast to coast, rewarded with free throw opportunities, and he buries the first. Hillsboro-Central Valley got it up to 15, then trimmed down to 6. Well, they ballooned it back up to 14, and now it's a 10-point game. Old adage in basketball, it's a game of runs, and that's what we've seen. A 7-2 run, a 6-0 run back and forth between these two teams here in this contest. They're fronting on the inside of Olsen. Ball gets skipped to Riley. Olsen will handle the basketball here. Left-hand side to Mitzel. Mitzel with the shot fake. Rips it through. Drive! Right-handed layup for 2. Dylan Mitzel covered some ground on 2 dribbles there from the left wing to the right block. He's got 8. Other side of the floor, this will be with Skank. Skank at the right wing, free throw line extended to Reichel. Reichel bounce pass to Skank underneath, other end open, left pocket 3 on the way, and there's a foul on Micah Longthorn. Longthorn's going to pick up his 4th, and that's 3 opportunities for Landon Mosier at the free throw line. You just feel like Northern Cass is like a bad cold, just hanging around for too long from a Borough point of view. If you're a Northern Cass, you love the tenacity and the effort right now from this Jaguar team. Free throw attempt is off the mark. Region 1 this season, a lot of big names and guys who have been around the block for quite some time graduated. And it's going to be anyone's game. You kind of feel like Northern Cass is trying to put the mix in themselves. Central Cass, the team to beat, number 2 team in the state. Free throw attempts. Goes 2 for 3 from the line. Landon Mosier with 17. But I tell you what, if Northern Cass can play like this on any given night in Region 1, they're going to give some teams fits. The Burrows, the other side, you can see why they're a team that's flirting with the top 10. You can see the tenacity in them and the experiences. Riley Olsen spots up from 15 feet for 2. Olsen now in double digits with 10 here for the Burrows, who are back up by 12. Other end of the floor here, Landon Mosier lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Longthorn. And now for Northern Cass, you cannot afford to come up empty too many times here on the offensive side. And for Bryce Laxdal, when does the full court press come in here against the Burrows? Other end of the floor, Mosier gets to his spot, 16-footer off the mark, rebound underneath. This one by Sam. Sam kick out now back to Mosier. Mosier rips it through, gets the 10 left-handed shot over Brent, and there's a foul. Jacob Brent could be the guilty party. That'll be his first. So he's got fouls to give. As we'll go to the line here for Landon Mosier, back to the stripe so far with 17 points. 4 of 6 from the line. Now make him 5 of 7. Game high so far in this one for the 5'11 junior guard. Landon, second free throw attempt to get it to 10, and does. Pure looking shot right there, back to 10 here at the 3-minute mark. Hillsboro-Central Valley with the win will go to 3-0 on this season. Northern Cass with the win, they would improve to 2-1. Burrows skip it. They don't need to be in any rush right now. They can milk some clock, milk the possessions. Northern Cass continues to play in that defense where they hug the paint and force a guard to maybe hit a 3. That one guard here is Olsen, steps into a 16-footer. That one rattles out. Rebound, though, Landon Olsen the other way for the end one. Landon Olsen with his 3rd opportunity in the quarter for an and-one opportunity. He's got 17 in the contest. The foul comes across here by Sam Nelson. Played some nice minutes here off the bench for head coach Bryce Laxdal. And going to the free throw line will be Landon Olsen, the 6'2 junior forward, with a game high for the Burrows, 17 points. Free throw attempt on the way is going to be off the front iron. Rebound coming down to Skank here for Northern Cass. 2:30 left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Burrows right now up by 12. Other end of the floor, a little crossover here for Landon. Mosier with it, right pocket. This goes to Skank now with the basketball. Skank goes hard down the paint. Runner off the mark, no. Rebound to Brandt. And the Burrows right now can start milking some clock. Hillsboro-Central Valley with wins over Kinder by 6 and a 66-19 win over Hatton Northwood, looking to get their third win and their second against a Region 1 opponent now this season. Back up top to Longthorn here, right-hand side, Riley Olson, and they are being very careful with the basketball. And then as we say, that ball gets skipped. Now it's Hussar the other way. Hussar gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. And Michael Longthorn will foul out. That'll be his fifth, and he'll finish with 5 points and one made three. I guess you could say there's the old announcer's jinx. So you be careful with the ball, and there goes one that goes across the paint. As Longthorn will check out, Peter Dryberg will come in. And the Jags go back to the free throw line with Trey to shoot two. First of two on the way for the lefty. And this one is off the mark. Hussar, the 6'1" sophomore forward, back to the free throw line for his second. Free throw attempts number 2 upcoming here for Trey. And that one's off the mark. Rebound coming here to Jacob Brandt. Ball right-hand side now for Riley Olson. Olson between the circles now to Dryberg for the Burros here as the Burros again can continue to play the keep-away game late in this contest. Brandt, though, doesn't care. Brandt says keep away. Let's put a fork in him. Brandt's got 15 points, and I just don't know in Class A, Class B, North Dakota, Minnesota, how you stop a 6'9" guy with that size and that little baby hook. Ball goes between the circles. Right-hand side now to Mosier. Mosier on the baseline. Hang, shoot, shot up off the mark, and Riley Olson collects a defensive rebound. Double team coming now for Northern Cass, and this one will be with Landon Olson into the front court. Right-hand side to Dryberg, looking back door on the cut for Mitzel, and Mitzel almost gets the end one opportunity on that flex cut. Mitzel with 8 points, a pair of threes, and the Burros, they led by 5 after one quarter. And that's been about as close as it's been since, but the Jags got it back within 6 twice, once in the third, once in the fourth, as Mr. Hoppy, Matthew, will check into the game for the first time today for Northern Cass. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Mitzel, trying to get to 9 in the point category. Shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound by the Jags, and we'll have Munson going to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Jacob Brandt will get called for the foul, his second. But a really nice game by Brandt with 15 points so far. Landon Olson with 17, particularly when Dryberg had 3 personal fouls in the first half. Those two had to shine when they didn't. Give credit to Riley Olson early in the first half. They gave him looks, and he hit 2 threes to get that lean out and then hit a open jumper in the fourth quarter as well. The backcourt play here for the Burros, but I think the blueprint's out how you might want to play HCV moving forward, which is 1 or 2 guards you might give the open shot to when it's there. A couple other guys you'll try to double team on the interior depending on your size and what your matchup is going to be moving forward. HCV in the front court now with Dryberg. Will swing it left wing to Riley Olson. Burrows will improve to 3-0 on the season. Another Region 1 game and a non-region game at Fargo Oak Grove a week from tonight here to finish off their 2022 portion. Ball gets tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay here with Hillsboro-Central Valley. Elliot Rottvold is probably going to be talking about that cross-court skip pass in practice coming up, as it's been stolen a couple times here by the Jags. Want that spacing, but if you're going to do it, you better put a heater at 90 miles an hour to go down the paint. Dryberg across, and this will be a chance for Landon Olson. Nice find by Dryberg. Olson goes to the free throw line. Foul comes across here with Munson, his 4th, team 7th, and 2 shots coming here for Landon. Free throw for the first for Landon. That one's going to get the shooter's roll now with 18 points. 2 of 6 from the free throw line is Landon. Second one to get to 19 and match Landon Mosier for a game high. Second one is off the mark. Rebound comes down now to Munson. The Jags will drop to 1 and 2 on the year, and they go up against a stingy spoiler team here in a couple weeks on January the 3rd here in Hunter against Grafton. Other end of the floor, Landon Munson. That will be the exclamation point with 20 points on the night now for the 6'2 junior forward, as the Jags will bring it in the front court. A valiant effort from Northern Cass will come up short They got down by single digits a couple of times in the second half. Mosier's shot is off the mark. Put back is no. Rebound by Riley Olson, and that's how this one will wrap up. 68-52 the final. Our post-game show is coming up next. The Burros improved to 3-0. Northern Kent drops to 1-2. Post-game is next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsboro Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsboro's Main Street. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
As we come back here, again, your final in this one, the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros able to win it 68-52 over Northern Cass here on YourLiveEvent.com. As we get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by our friends at Halstead Telephone Company here. Halstead Telephone Company with the post-game connection as well. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com. That again is HalsteadTel.com. Here for our post-game connection. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, 13 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second, 17 in the third, and then 19 in the fourth. For the Jags, 8 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, 16 in the third, and then they would score 15 in the fourth quarter play. Team numbers go like this. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they had 7 players in the scoring column, 5 threes. They would go just 3 of 10 from the free throw line, but they will able to have a balanced effort in this one as well. 20 points here by Landon Olson, and he had all 20 after the opening 8 minutes of play. 15 of his 20 in the second half to boot. From there, 15 points here for Jacob Brandt. 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 10 points by Riley Olson as well with a pair of threes in the first quarter. 8 points by Dylan Mitchell. He had 6 by Peter Dryberg. 5 by Micah Longthorne. 4 by Carter Limke here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, the Burros led by the 20 of Landon Olson and the 15 of Jacob Brandt. For Northern Cass, they were led by Landon Mosier with 19 points, 6 of 8 from the free throw line here for Mosier with a pair of, make it 3 threes in the contest. Also in double digits with Hudson Reichel with 10 points in this afternoon's game. 5 points then by Keelan Munson, 5 as well by Trey Hussar, 2 of 4 from the free throw line with a made triple. 4 by Andrew Skank, a 3-pointer by Jacob Ryder. He also had 2 points by Isaac Johnson, 2 points with Riley Johnson, 5 by Munson, and 2 by Nelson off the bench. 2 of 2 from the line for Samuel Nelson here for Northern Cass. The Jags dropped to 1-2 on the season. Their team numbers 21 of 26 from the free throw line, 7 made threes in this one. They would have 9 players in the scoring column, but the Jags, again, 21 of 26 from the free throw line. Hillsboro-Central Valley, they improved to 3-0 on the season with a game at Fargo Oak Grove a week from tonight. This contest able to finish up in under an hour and a half here in this game between the Burros and the Jaguars. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That's all coming up on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection on yourliveevent.com.
District Health Unit is here to provide you with health and wellness services, including health education, blood sugar and hemoglobin screenings, blood pressure checks, vaccinations, free COVID home tests, vision and hearing screenings, home care visits, limited-term medical equipment, and more. Contact Trail District Health for information about childhood or adult immunizations and where you can get them. Call Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4434. Trail District Health is here to prevent, promote, and protect.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Whether you're looking for holiday decorating ideas or holiday gifts, look to 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. 3R Floral can help you create the beauty for the holidays with Christmas centerpieces, porch pots filled with greenery, and much more. Check out the Hillsboro gifts featuring Borough apparel for the fans on your list. You can see all of the designs in the store. Get your orders in early with 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. They accept Hillsboro Christmas cash at 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro.
H509. If you are already a member, thank you. If you are not a member, we would love to invite you to join Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. As we come into the season of giving, we remind you every graduating student who applies will receive at least one scholarship through Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. So we can continue this amazing program, please consider a gift this season to Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. Visit H509 Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or Facebook page for more information.
Let's get to now our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game here on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Enbridge Energy. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for life. Go more information. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Again, that is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And that's going to be the 1-2 combination of Landon Olson and Jacob Brandt, again combining for 35 points. Landon Olson with 20 in the game. Jacob Brandt did a really nice job. They scored 9 in the first, and then they would finish it off with 26 points in the second half between the pair there. A nice 1-2 combination here for Hillsboro-Central Valley with Landon Olson and Jacob Brandt. From there now to our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Players of the Game, or our Feature Precision Play of the Game. RDK Enterprises, now's the time to discuss your upgrading your planter during this winter season. Visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Wishing everyone a safe harvest season. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, the play of the game with 5:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Landon Olson saved a ball, no-look pass that went to the free throw line, and then Brandt was able to flush it down for the two-handed dunk, which kind of cemented the game at that point with what Northern Cass was able to bring back not once but twice in terms of drives and rallies, trying to find a way to cut that deficit down to 6, but unable to do so as they got it down to 6 not once but twice, but unable to get it any closer than that in the third and fourth quarter. The Brandt slam dunk with the Landon Olson save and assist is our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Game in this one. Northern Cass wins it 68-52. We'll put a bow on this contest when we come back after this on yourliveevent.com.
honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Again, your final in this contest, Northern Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Jaguars win it 68-52 here over Hillsboro-Central Valley in boys basketball. The Burros improved to now 3-0 on this season, while the Jaguars, they drop to 1-2. Trying to see if we can maybe get head coach Elliot Rothfold or some of the players, but with the roads and weather, they kind of got to the locker room really quick, and some people are still hanging around, but with those roads and weather, they kind of want to get on the road sooner rather than later. But coming up here for the Burros, December the 29th at Fargo Oak Grove here on your live event, then on January the 6th at Ada Borup West here for HCV Northern Cass. They will play January the 3rd against Grafton, then on January the 7th at Langdon here for the Jaguars for their next two contests. Earlier today in the girls' game, 83-34, Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. The Jags were the winners in that one for Northern Cass. 6 players in double digits. They were led by the 24 for Hallie Crockett in that one, while Megan Ensign had 12 points in the loss here for Hillsboro-Central Valley, the Burros. So again, the win coming here for Hillsboro-Central Valley as they're able to get to 3-0 on the season, while for Northern Cass, they will drop now to 1-2 on the year here for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com for more games tonight, still scheduled as of last check between Central Cass and Thompson. That's 2 versus 4 in the state between the Squirrels and the Tommies. That's at 7 o'clock tonight here on yourliveevent.com. Joe Lancello has the call for you on that one. And then some more games coming up throughout the holidays. The Squirrels and the Burros and girls basketball on the 27th. That and more, as we mentioned, on the 29th with HCV at Fargo Oak Grove. So again, go to yourliveevent.com. That again is yourliveevent.com for the complete wrap-up of games throughout this holiday season. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. On behalf of Athletic Director and Coach Bryce Laxdal, thanks to Elliot Rothfold alongside Haley Lout for the Burros and DC Lucas from Northern Cass for joining us here. Again, your final in this one. The Northern Cass Jaguars on the girls' game win it 83-34, and then the boys' contest, Hillsboro-Central Valley wins it 68-52 over Northern Cass as well. Have a happy holiday season and the joy rest of your week. Make sure you travel safely out there and check out the North Dakota and Minnesota road reports as well as you get home to your loved ones throughout this holiday season. Good afternoon from Northern Cass.